Hi, I'm Joe Luca, Realtor, host of the Joe Luca Real Estate Show, and today I want to talk about something that often gets oversimplified: the benefits of homeownership beyond just price appreciation. Yes, real estate builds wealth. Yes, property values historically trend upward over time. But if you think appreciation is the only reason to own a home, you're missing some of the most powerful financial and personal advantages of owning real estate. Let's break this down into practical, real world terms, especially for buyers in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. One, equity growth through amortization. Most people focus on market appreciation, fair market value increases, and the price of a home. But one of the most overlooked benefits of home ownership is amortization. Every month you make a mortgage payment, part of that payment reduces the principal balance of your mortgage. You're literally paying yourself. Instead of 100% of your mortgage payment going to the landlord, a portion goes toward building home equity. Whether your mortgage interest is 2%, 5%, 10, or 15%, you're paying yourself. That's forced savings. It's structured wealth building. It's one of the most consistent financial disciplines available to middle class homeowners. Even in a flat market, you're still building equity simply by making payments. Two, payment stability and inflation protection. Rent almost always goes up over time. But with a fixed rate mortgage, your principal and interest payment every month stays the same. In an inflationary environment, like we've seen nationally, that stability becomes incredibly valuable. When wages rise over time, but your mortgage payment stays the same, your housing cost effectively becomes more affordable every year. That's inflation protection built into the structure of home ownership. Three, tax advantages. Now, I'm not a tax professional, I'm not a CPA. You should always consult your tax professional about questions. But many homeowners benefit from mortgage interest deductions, property tax deductions, and capital gains exclusions when selling a primary residence. These are long-standing components of U.S. housing policy that's designed to encourage responsible homeownership. When structured properly, these advantages can meaningfully improve long-term net worth. Four, control and personal freedom. This is the non-financial side people underestimate. When you own your own home, you decide when to renovate, you decide how to design your space, and you decide whether to rent a room out for extra money, build an addition, or stay long term. There's no landlord deciding whether you can renew. There's no sudden displacement risk because the property was sold. There is security and control, and that is peace of mind and has real value. Five, multi-generational wealth transfer. Home ownership has historically been one of the most powerful vehicles for intergenerational wealth in America. Equity can fund college tuition, it can support retirement, it can provide inheritances, and be leveraged strategically for future investments. For many families, especially first generation homeowners, buying a home is not just about today. It's about building a foundation for the next generation. Six, the psychological and community benefits. There's also a measurable social benefits. Homeowners tend to stay longer in their communities, engage more locally, maintain properties at higher standards, and build stronger neighborhood networks. Homeownership creates stability, not just financially, but socially, and that matters. Now, this is important. Pay attention because homeownership is not for everyone. Here's the responsible part of this discussion. Homeownership is not automatically right for every person in every situation, because if you need flexibility, if you're relocating soon, if your financial foundation isn't stable yet, renting can absolutely make sense. My role as a realtor is not to sell everyone a house. My role is to help people make the best long-term decision for their specific goals. That's what fiduciary responsibility looks like. Now, if you're thinking about buying your first home, moving up, downsizing, or just trying to understand whether now is the right time, I'm happy to have a real conversation with you. No pressure, no sales pitch, just clarity. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to this channel. I release regular content on Rhode Island and Massachusetts real estate, housing market trends, mortgage strategy, home ownership, wealth building, and buying and selling guidance. And if you know someone trying to decide whether to rent or buy, share this video with them. I'm Joe Luca, Realtor, and my priority is always helping you create the best possible outcome for your financial future. Thanks. See you in the next video. Bye.